Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back. If you guys are brand new here, welcome to the show. My name's Anton, and this is the Anton's Aqua Rock Show, and today we're going to be reviewing HALESTORM's brand new single, Wicked Ways, off their upcoming record, Back from the Dead. Now, to anyone who doesn't know who HALESTORM is, they're an American rock band that was formed in Pennsylvania back in 1997 by lead vocalist and guitarist Lzzy Hale and her brother and drummer RJ Hale. And they're a fantastic band. Anyone who doesn't know them, they're really bringing that like hard rock style music back to the mainstream in a big way. And also, before we get into this one, if you guys, as usual, have any song requests for me, please leave them in the Discord, first link down below. And that's it. So let's get into HALESTORM, Wicked Ways.
Sir, she's here again. She wishes to confess.
Yeah, Back from the Dead was a banger. The last one we did, incredible song. Energy's insane. So we'll see if we get something slower here. Wicked Ways.
Are you here to repent of your ways?
I like the orchestration. It is epic, man.
I've been the liar, I've been the cheat, I've been the black heart, I've been the thief. You curse my name, but I believe we all play the sinner and the saint and the in-between. I need my devils, I let them rage. I keep my eyes wide open when I pray. I've been the villain to misbehave. I like trouble coming in 100 different ways, and heaven knows that I'll never change. So don't call me an angel. I'll always be sent through. It don't make me evil, but I got my wicked ways. I'll never be faithful. I'll always be tempted.
I like the cinematic feeling of this.
I hate evil, but I got my wicked ways. I've been the freak, I've disobeyed every single virtue that I ever praised.
Man, well, one thing I just want to comment on is the drummer RJ, Lizzy's brother. He, I wouldn't say he does anything like over the top in terms of just insane beats or anything, but I think he's definitely one of the most cinematic drummers I think we've seen. Like just how he's like standing up, sitting down, standing up, and he'll just, I love how embodied as a drummer. I think he's just a phenomenal showman, and obviously Lzzy is too. That's without saying though, because she's the front woman. But I think like some people sleep on drummers, you know. Let's go back 5 seconds.
Wicked ways. I've been the freak, I've disobeyed every single virtue that I ever praised. I get so high, I'm feeling low. I'm running with the same things I say when I lose. I burn a flame for every scar. I swore allegiance to the fire in my heart. That lights of darkness I will never betray. And heaven knows that I'll never change.
I like this slow down here.
Call me an angel. I'll always be sent through. It don't make me evil, but I got my wicked ways. I'll never be faithful. I'll always be tempted. It don't make me evil. I hate evil, but I got my wicked ways. I got my wicked ways.
Breakdown? Yeah. Oh.
Don't call me angel.
Bridge time?
It don't make me evil, but I got my wicked ways. But I got my wicked ways. So
dude. Man, something that absolutely blows me away about Halestorm every time is I don't know how she can maintain this vocal technique. Like, she obviously must have an extraordinary technique, because she, if you listen to all of the female vocalists, Amy Lee, Sharon of Within Temptation, Tarja of Nightwish, like a lot of these female vocalists, they have this like not always angelic, but they have this a certain style, you know what I mean? Like but where Lizzie, she has so much grit, and the word that came to my mind when this was finishing was she has an abrasive vocal style. Like, literally, I can like visualize as she's singing those notes, like the grit and the power and the abrasion, like it must like just lacerate the vocal cords, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's something so abrasive about her voice, and I love it, and I'm like, man, I wonder how she can just keep that up. And another thing that I thought was really cool about this one, so this one, Wicked Ways and Back from the Dead, are very interesting, because I love both of these. Back from the Dead is more of a straightforward banger. I think this song is more interesting. Like, this one, because of the background, the orchestration. And one thing I really liked about this is I actually saw an interview with Lizzie a month or two ago, and she was talking about how one of her biggest influences nowadays is the metal band Ghost, which we've actually had on the channel many times, and you guys know how much I love Ghost. And one thing I love about Ghost is just their orchestration, their epicness, they have this such a cinematic style, and they take you on a journey. They create a world, such an ambient, atmospheric sound, you know what I mean? And I just like their guitar work, their drumming is so, everything is like built, everything is important. Like, you can tell, like, you know, Tobias, he's just so meticulous, you know what I mean? And I find like this song, I finally heard this influence of Ghost in it, you know what I mean? This is still very much Halestorm, this is still driving, this is still powerful, this is still big, but this does have a level of showmanship, I think, and not just showmanship because they've always had that, but like a cinematic quality. Showmanship and cinematics are different. Cinematics is like art, like more theater-esque, artistic. That's how at least I see it. And I feel like with this one, I think that they're tapping into that more, just unique side of their sound, you know? And I really dig this. Like, I really just like that they're trying new things. And, you know, again, I can't fully say that because I haven't heard that much of Halestorm, but of the 4 or 5 songs we've heard, I think we've heard 4 or 5, this one probably blows me away the most in terms of like, wow, this is cool, you know what I mean? But what are your thoughts? Do you like this one more than Back from the Dead? And anyone who knows their older stuff, kind of, how would you describe this change with them, with Lizzie? Do you think it's an organic shift, or do you think they're like, you know, because you've seen their background, have you noticed like a really big shift? You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to hear your opinions on that. But actually, now let's get into the lyrics and break this down. All right, we're back. So yeah, this starts off with, "Don't call me an angel. I'll always be sinful. It don't make me evil, but I got my wicked ways. I've been the liar, I've been the cheat. I've been the black heart, I've been the thief. Curse my name, but I believe. We all play the sinner and the saint in the in-between. I need my devils, I let them rage. I keep my eyes wide open when I pray. I've been the villain to misbehave. I like trouble coming in 100 different ways." I actually really like this, and you know, this is something that, you know, I've talked a lot about on the podcast, and I've talked a lot in these videos. Just, I don't trust anybody who's an angel. You know what I mean? Like, someone who, when you're around them, you can tell like they're just disgusted by you can even call it, like, you know, the primitive nature of human beings, or the emotions that we don't want to deal with, you know what I mean? Like anger, jealousy, envy, that kind of thing. You know, people that are like, seem to be above it, and always telling people like, oh, you know, just, you got to be better, you got to throw that away. Like, I never trust those people, because I feel like 99% of human beings all deal with this. And I think there's like this, now you can call it a group of people that they're like pretending to be better than they are. And I've definitely been around it, especially because, you know, I'm in a lot of spiritual circles and stuff, and I notice it like very rampant in those circles. It's just people that, you know, they call it like spiritual bypass, but it's essentially when you just ignore the parts of yourself you don't like and you pretend like they don't exist anymore. You know what I mean? If you just meditate enough, you will be completely perfect. And I think a lot of these people, they go through this phase where they're like holier than thou, and then a lot of them like kind of crash and burn in some sense. Like they make a mistake because we're all human, and they don't know, you know, they don't know how to deal with that. And then they kind of go through a second journey of life where they're accepting all of their darkness. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where I am. I'm like, okay, it's probably better when I'm a, you know, a decent human being, but I got all of this in me too. You know what I mean? Every single one of these, you know, yeah, I've been the liar, I've been the cheat, I've been the blackheart, I've been the thief, all of those things. You know what I mean? And it's like, I like being around people and I respect people that can admit that are like, yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm flawed just like everybody else. Cause I feel like that's compassion, that's empathy. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever went to somebody when you were in a big problem and they like almost like talk down to you, like they don't understand what you're going through? And, you know, that doesn't work. What really works is someone who like gets down to your level and is like, yeah, I've been there. You know, it sucks. I know what it's like to make a massive mistake. And yeah, I still get tempted sometimes, but you know, this is what I did to make it work. And like those people I trust. So I like that Lizzie's talking about this kind of stuff. And heaven knows that I'll never change, so don't call me an angel. Yeah. I've been the freak, I've disobeyed every single virtue that I ever praised. Ah, I like that. Because yeah, I'm at that point too. I've disobeyed every single virtue that I ever praised. It's like, yeah, sometimes you get that in that stage of life where you're disowning the dogmas you've created. I guess so high I'm feeling low, love running with the sicker things, and sleeping with my ghosts. I burn a flame for every scar, I swear allegiance to the fire in my heart. That lights the darkness I'll never betray. That lights the darkness I'll never betray. And heaven knows that I'll never change. Don't call me an angel, I'll always be sinful. They don't make me evil, but I've got my wicked ways. Yeah, and one thing I will say though is I do think there is a slight danger in attaching yourself to an idea like, you know, I'll always be sinful, because I don't know actually how she, like, again, she's a musician, she likes to exaggerate reality, and, you know, a lot of this is probably like twice the intensity at which she really feels. You know, a lot of time you play up things for drama purposes, but like that statement, like I'll always be sinful, I'm just hoping that she doesn't create a prison, you know what I mean? Because she's breaking out of a prison by saying I'm not an angel and I you know, I've made mistakes, right? That's like owning yourself and be like, yeah, you know, and I'm okay with myself that way, right? But then sometimes there's that like pendulum swing, it swings too far, and you go, yeah, like I'm a sinner, I'm broken, you know, don't fix me, and that's like too much the other way. And a lot of people, they end up finding that place in the middle where it's like, yeah, you know, I'll probably sin more times in my life, but I'm not a sinner and I'm not a saint. I'm just a human being in between, you know? But anyway, what were your thoughts on this one? Let me know down below. And lastly, I just want to give a big shout out to my tier 3 patrons. So we got Amber, Britt, Brianna, Daphne, David, Kelly, Ken, Laura, Melissa, Russ, and Sharon. So shout out to all of you, and I'll see everybody again tomorrow. I love you.